Hi, I'm Didier with DZUL. This is the first practice for microcontroller programming. So this time I'm going to explain how I did a library for a 14 segment display. First though, we had to create a new sketch, then we added two new tabs. The first one was called the name of the library.cpp, and the second one was also the name .h. Here we are in the .h part. The first thing that we needed to do was to create the guardian, then the name of the library, and all that will be inside the guardian needs to be between if and f and if. Here I define the name of the library, and also I decided to include the library for Arduino because as we made this code here, it's essential to have the library for functions and stuff. Then here I have the class, the name of the library, liblet. In the private part I have the name of the pins for the ESP that I'm going to use in the CPP sketch. Then I have the liblet with the other names that I'm going to use for the main code. They will be the constructors. Then I have the functions of numbers and letters from 0 to 9 and from A to C. Here I have 4 others. They are the positions for the displays: first position, second position, third position, and fourth position. Then here I have a function will be in charge of show the characters. So all of those functions will be inside this function, which is called mostrar character. And then void apagarlets, and it's crucial to clear the display at the end of the task. So I added apagarlets. Then we have the sketch.cpp. Here also we need to include the library, liblet.h, and the arduino.h. Here I have the name of the pins, variables that we decided to use. Then obviously we need to say that all of them are outputs because they are going to turn on different LEDs or segments. So all of them are output. Why output? Because as I mentioned, they are going to turn on LEDs. Then I have the functions 0, 1, 5, 6, and so forth and so on. For example, first off I need to add void liblet dot point 2 times, then the name of the function. Here I decided to call the first one 0. So like it's simple, right? Digital write, the name of the pin that we wrote previously here in private, and 1 because it's equal to high or true, and 0 is for low or false. So here I'm turning on the segments A, B, C, D, E, and F for a 0. It's the same with 1 or function 1, pin well, segment C and K will be turned on, and for the others it's the same one. Here I'm going to mention that I wrote double F because previously I had to write one F, but I believe that exists a function with F, so I had to add double F. Then obviously the positions, as I am using cathode common, I needed to send a high to off the delays to turn them off, and a 0 to turn them on. So for post 1, the first one is 0, then for post 2 the second one is 0, for post 3 the third one is 0, and obviously for 4 is the same one. Then here I create a function mostrar character, and here I have a switch condition with cases with all the numbers and letters, and a default which is apagarlets. So mostrar character inside it has a char character. So that was all about this part. Then I have the main code, and here we need to include the library that we were creating. So include leaflet.h. Then I include a delay of half second. Then here we have the LEDs with the name and the number of pin that we are using of the ESP. The same with cathodes. And here we call the constructors from A to DD. They are here. Then we have a voice setup. The serial begin which I'm using is 115200. I had it to use that speed because if I tried to use smaller than it, but it was like a kind of trouble with the display. So this was perfect to the code. Then I have the void loop. It starts with a string, my string equal to serial.read string until it is going to read the serial of the Arduino IDE. Then I have a if condition. If my string is empty, the sign here says that like a not. So if it is not empty, it will execute or carry out the task, the rest of the code. So then I have a char mi arreglo. It is going to be adding an extra character at the end to create a chain. So then I have it take all the characters and have to define the size of the array. Here I decided to add 4 spaces and 4 at the end to visualize like the first character starts in the first segment, and the last character start from obviously the first and end to the last one. Then I decided to create another variable word which is equal to my string.length, and here I have the condition. If word is greater than 0, it carry out the code. I have 2 for loops. The first one says that number of displays equal to 4. If number of displays is smaller than word, it continue carry out the for loop. Then I have the kind of iteration or something like that with j equal to 0, j smaller than 80, and j++. It is going to execute the task at least 80 times. So already with a word or string character, we are going to call the obj mostrar character function, and it will the number of displays -4. It will help us to visualize the first character in position 1, which is the first display. Then I have a delay of 1 millisecond, and it continues with the same mostrar character number of displays -3, and it will show the character in the second display or position. Then the same one with the third position -2, and the fourth position is -1. At the end of it, I need to turn off all the segments, and then I added the delay that was half a second to start with a counting up, which is from 0 to 9, then a half second delay, and start a countdown from 9 to 0, then obviously another delay, and start with the alphabet. This function was called abecedario. Then I have another delay, and obviously it will be waiting for a new string on the serial. Here I have the byte count, which is the same as I explained the first one, but the string is defined from 0 to 9, and this is the same as the previous. The countdown obviously the same. The difference is that I wrote from 9 to 0, and the alphabet are all the letters. And that would be all about this. Thank you.